On this episode of Playlog, we are honoring our favorite indie games of 2025 with the Playlog Awards. Hey everybody, CGDannyB back again with another episode of Playlog, the podcast where we talk all things indie gaming. But of course, I can't talk indie games alone because that'd be super boring. So, I've got my partner in crime, the Playdesk Kids themselves, Tofr. What's poppin', homie?
What's poppin' is Clair Obscure Expedition 33.
Bow wow. Hey, how's it going? How's it treating you?
Isn't it just like any announcement now has to be about Clair Obscure?
Yeah, it does,
after
baby.
The Game Awards?
Yeah, it does, baby. Deservedly so. I'm interested in talking about this, but go ahead. Let's talk about the Clair Obscure.
Oh, I haven't continued playing it. I'm just like,
yeah.
I saw everyone speak about it at the Game Awards. And like,
yep.
That's now the thing. Every award now goes to Clair Obscure. I've seen TikToks about like, and the Oscar goes to Clair Obscure.
Yeah. I saw. What was it yesterday? It caught me off guard because it wasn't a gaming thing. It was something like, babe, what's going on? Like, I don't know. I feel like something's missing. It's like, oh, I got it. And like opens like the fridge, like, Game of the Year is Clair Obscure. I was like, yeah, it checks out. Bet. Hell yeah. No, I thought it was great. It was the weird thing of like, I was telling Mal, we were talking about the Game Awards and just how everything goes out every year. And I thought about the like 2022, 2021, whenever God of War Ragnarok was. Where that was year, it was like Elden Ring, Ragnarok, which one's going to win? And I wanted it to be Ragnarok, and then Elden Ring won Game of the Year. And I was like, I felt that pit in my stomach the other time, like, is Elden Ring going to win over God of War? Which I'm not here to argue one's better than the other. I like Ragnarok. I don't like Elden Ring. That's just me. But this year, the moment they started the show with a Clair Obscure orchestra, and then showed the cast all in their French red beret, I'm like, oh, I know what tonight is, and I'm okay with this. But I did see a bunch of conversations, right? It's like kind of funny, did like a Game Awards hot takes, like what do you think should happen and why we think that's totally wrong kind of like episode. But like somebody had said, I think games should be limited on how many times they're nominated because it makes other games, like their availability, like they don't get anything, which I was like, I see the sentiment. I agree with the sentiment. But like one of the things like Claire shouldn't be nominated for best indie game. Like, no, you can't do that. Or pulling at straws. They were getting to the point of just like, well, then there should just be a best AAA category, but Clair Obscure is not AAA, it's indie. And everyone's like, but as Ubisoft, I'm like, you don't understand the definition of an indie game. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Leave it to the big boys. It's fine. But yeah, people are like, oh, Claire should only be nominated like one or two times. I'm like, I see that. I understand that. I think at that point, you're taking away the identity of what the Game Awards is, like what Jeff's show is. And I think that's why we have things like the Indie Game Awards, right? Where I think Claire is only nominated for it's the one category and then Game of the Year. And then same for Silksong, Hades, everything else, which I appreciate that. I love that. Speaking of which, this episode comes out, Indie Game Awards tonight. Be sure to go watch. But yeah, I just hearing people talk like so highly of Clair Obscure and then have it win everything. And everyone's just all of a sudden like, oh, now I'm burnt out. No, I hate this game. It wasn't even that good. I'm like, you're delusional. Be quiet. Do not speak.
Yeah.
Do not talk.
I had a conversation with a friend of the show, Daphne, about this as well, where we both agreed that it felt a bit one-sided having Clair Obscure win everything, especially because that kind of took away the spotlight off of other great games.
Totally.
I
think like the big ones being Kingdom Come and Blueprints because they won nothing.
And the Kingdom Come devs didn't respond all too well to it.
Oh yeah, I didn't see them say anything. Oh no,
they said they were robbed.
Just period for winning nothing, or like in a specific category, like or did they?
I didn't read the article. Okay. I just saw the headline.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, as someone who didn't play Kingdom Come, I can't speak to it. I've seen plenty of gameplay. It looks like a fun game, just maybe not up my alley. Rob sounds aggressive, sounds dangerous, but like I get it. Right? But like even Jeff made a comment during the show where like Silksong, the team chair was like, we're just not going to go because Clair Obscure's going to win everything. It just makes sense for us to travel. And then they won Best Action Adventure, I think it was. I'm like, see, you should have shown up. You did win something. But it was also in a sizzle reel of awards where like, I have to imagine, because Jeff knew they weren't coming, had that not been the case, like if Silksong, like Team Cherry was there, they probably would have made that an award, not a sizzle reel one, right? And I think that's the struggle with, like, they had to do it for time. But of course, if we do an award every time, like we had 2 extra speeches for Claire Obscure to come up to be like, hey, come talk about your win. I'm sure you're out of things to say. Let's just put in the sizzle reel for, I think it was best. First off, I want to call it out because best indie was in the sizzle reel. That's bullshit. That should not have been in a sizzle reel.
Nope.
Any of the other ones that they won, like there was something else out there, like probably best RPG might have been one that could have been. I don't know if that was on the stage or not, but that could have been a sizzle reel one, I suppose. But I understand that the show has a certain pacing, and if like we know the devs aren't here, why make a moment? Because I think back to the DICE Awards, there was a year Nintendo won a bunch of shit, and no one was there except for like the white dude from like America was like, hey, I'm Nintendo's assistant. I'm not sure what I'm doing up here, but I'll take the awards home. Like, I get it. It's hard to do that then if you know the team's not going to be there. And then I'm not sure how many people from Hades, like Supergiant, were there either to pick up for Hades. I know they got their one award. And then some people are like, oh, it should have been Hades for best music. I'm like, listen, Hades has great music, but so does Claire Obscure. Come on, guys. But yeah, it's a weird thing that I don't think I'm qualified to sit here and judge, not until the Playlog Awards become a bigger deal than they are. But yeah, it just happens. But I really enjoyed the Game Awards. I thought they had some good reveals. I think they had a lot of reveals that were like the same. Like, is that another space game? Cool. But Divinity looks cool, so cool. Can run it.
Yeah, I do love that Claire Obscure apparently got 200,000 more sales.
Oh, fuck
after
yeah.
the Game Awards.
As it should. As it should.
Yeah.
The only thing I saw, the biggest thing I saw post was because Shroud was doing like, we can't let this Expedition 33 game win. We need to make sure it's Arc Raiders. Like, well, no, that's not going to happen. Well, that's not going to win. And then afterwards, he was just like, we'll play it. I'll be real, because they dropped the Diablo update. I just want to play that after the Game Awards. Like, I'm not going to play Claire Obscure, but like probably during Christmas break. So I think next week, Shroud... Sorry, I was fixing my sleeves. Shroud is planning to play Claire Obscure on stream, and I'm hoping it's gonna be one of two ways. Either he's just like, this isn't even fun because he's gonna be bad at it, or he'll be like, man, nah, this is great. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have spoke out of turn.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I'm hoping it's that one, but.
One last thing about the Game Awards, by the way, is Hideo Kojima. He made an Instagram video after the awards because he won nothing. So he just posted like he posted like a video, and it had the song like it was called something like A Lonely Road or something.
I haven't seen this.
Where he was just getting back on the plane and stuff.
Jeff, that was your best friend. How could you not give him an award? I mean, it's funny. I like that he's it sounds like he's at least in good spirits about not winning anything. Yeah, even like Erika Ishii, right? There were so many clips of her popping off for her. I believe her. I think we had this conversation last week too. They. Every time someone else won, especially like when Jennifer English won for Best Actor for Mael.
Yeah.
It was Erika Ishii like, yeah, it's my girl. Yeah, I was like, I love her so much. So great.
Yeah, absolutely. Ben Starr as well.
Yes.
Off for Jennifer English
so great
too.
There's another great meme of him. Like after last year, there was like the bright light. He was like, And there's a new one where he's like, or something at the camera. Yeah. He posted on his Instagram. So great. I love it. It was fun, right? When they did that award, and it was Neil Newman. I do not remember her name, but she played Lady Dimitrescu, and they had won Best Voice Actor last 2 years. I think that's how that timeline worked. And then Jennifer English. I'm like, what a talented group of people up there on that stage. That's so cool. That's so dope.
That's true.
Fucking the Game Awards. They were fun. They were cool. And we're getting Deadpool and Rival, so let's go. Really thought it was going to be Cyclops. I thought we were doing Cyclops, but it was fine. I like Deadpool better. But yeah, today, on this episode of Playlog, we are doing the Playlog Awards, which we'll go through here in a minute. However, we do have some housekeeping to go for our last show of 2025, so stick with me, team. We're going to knock this out because this is Playlog Podcast, our weekly podcast where we talk about indie games, news, reviews, and whatever we choose. If you enjoy what we do here, be sure to show us some support by doing a few very simple things, such as liking the video if you're on YouTube or leaving that glorious 5-star review if you're on audio platforms. It's simple, but it goes a long way to help the show. You can also be a part of the show by writing in and asking us your questions or recommending your favorite indie games. Just use the Google form in the description of every episode and have your opinions be heard. Now, on to a bit of housekeeping real quick. Quick reminder, if you like watching me play make-believe with a bunch of my hot D&D friends, then boy do I have the show for you. Continuing tonight, Thursday, December 18th, we'll be taking part in the new Daggerheart game set in the world of Kingdom Hearts. In Kingdom Hearts Worlds Apart, we'll be playing as up-and-coming Keyblade Masters, trying to save the world from probably some Heartless and Nobody or something like that. We all know that I'm here for the Disney stuff. So, you can join me as well as Latinos Against Spooky Shit, Juju is Bomb, and Mr. Daryl Dorsey as Cujo of Crit Hit Chronicles is our DM. I totally skipped a line, but it's fine. The remaining episodes will air today, December 18th, when this episode comes out, and then December 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take note that is a Thursday and a Sunday, because the next 2 Thursdays are Christmas and New Year's Day, so ain't nobody rolling dice on that. I'm sure actually someone out there's rolling dice for the holidays. That sounds fun. Maybe in a friendcation Christmas Day someday. But yes, so enjoy your upcoming holidays, everybody. But be sure to catch us right here on Twitch. Not right here. On Twitch.tv/Crit Hit Chronicles, and maybe your heart be your guide. It's a hey, listen, it's a busy week. It's a busy day. The holidays are here. Fuck the thing. Go watch us play Kingdom Hearts. We finished Hocus Pocus. It was cool. We're on to the next world. I don't know what it is, but we found out Loki has got some black ichor stuff all over him. Is it the symbiote? The DM won't tell us. I think it's the symbiote though, so we'll find out. I love it. There's Marvel shit in our game. But yeah, our big bad, we got to do a cool thing where someone rolled and they were like, history check. You're like, you know what? You rolled really well. We're going to do this. I'm going to tell you, you see the silhouette and you know that it's Loki. You're like, oh, Loki. No. Which I was great because I was totally prepared for it to be Maleficent. Just like, oh, of course. It's always Maleficent. I'm like, oh, Loki is the villain. It's great. And if Kingdom Hearts 4 includes Loki, that'd be sick. But I'm rambling here. Another quick reminder, if you still like watching me play Make-Believe with a bunch of my hot D&D friends, so do I have another show for you. My insanely talented girlfriend, Mallory of ReDiscovery RPG, is creating a brand new TTRPG system based off of Clue. As we'll be streaming the first ever play session of it on December 22nd. Myself, along with Nuff of Abby, Sneakernet Music, and LB Hackemup, will be taking part in the first ever session of Secrets and Suspects. We'll create our own personas with the classic title and color format, and then Mal will roll dice to find out which of us, if any, will be the murderer. Then our goal is to sniff out the culprit or not get caught. So basically, Among Us as a TTRPG, it's going to be really cool. We're all very insanely excited to play, and you can watch the story unfold. So be sure to catch us on stream Monday, December 22nd over on twitch.tv/rediscoveryrpg, and be sure to tell your friends and family who all like Clue about our game. Timestamp. That's it. Last housekeeping of the year. On to the next one.
Nice.
So for no quick indie news, no writing questions, because we're on to the Playlog Awards. We started this last year with the intent of making it, let's see what we can do next year. Man, did this holiday kick my ass, scheduling and everything else. No improvements. Same thing as last year, but we have plenty of new games we want to highlight and acknowledge. So I'm trying to think what's best to organize this here, because you do the first one. So would you like me to do the first one then, I think? Is that the best way to do
Go for it. Go for it.
Perfect. All right. Now, we didn't write any script or anything, so get ready for the best improv banter of your entire life. It's going to be great. But, of course, you guys know, as we've said many times this year, that there's just not enough hours in a day to play all of the games that we want to play. And unfortunately, those games go missed. So we want to make sure we took a spot to highlight some of the upcoming, or the indie games that release in 2025 that we did not get a chance to play, for the award of best games that we didn't play.
The best games Tofr didn't play this year are Cathy Rain 2 Soothsayer, Locomoto, Split Fiction,
The nominees for the best game that Data didn't play this year are Megabonk, Four Strike, Monster Train 2, I realize timestamps are going to be meaningless for this episode. I don't need to take these.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
Completely.
Oh, well. And the winners are nothing because we didn't play any of them, which means we just talk about all 6 of these games because they're amazing and cool looking. So you want to check them out. Yeah, Tofr, do you want to talk about your 3 quick and which games why you want to play them, why you didn't get a chance to, et cetera, et cetera?
I can do that.
Yeah.
Kathy Rain 2 Soothsayer, I've mentioned this game a couple of times before. It's a sequel to a point-and-click game from years ago that I'm really excited to play, but I just did not get the time. The thing is, I've been playing more on my Steam Deck since that game released, and I don't like playing point-and-clicks on my Steam Deck.
Sure,
I prefer playing those on PC, and I just have not found the time. Like, have you seen the release schedule for the past couple of months? It's been insane.
Crazy.
But yeah, I'm hoping to get to this one during the holidays because I'm really excited to play it. I want to discover how Kathy Rain's story continues. Next up, I've got Locomoto, which is this unbelievably cozy train game that I've mentioned previously as well. I haven't even bought it yet. Like, Kathy Rain has been sitting in my Steam library for a while, but Locomoto, I haven't even bought it yet. I'm hoping maybe now with the Steam Winter Sale, I might pick it up. But yeah, I definitely need to get into this one. The reason I haven't yet is because I think it's one that takes quite a lot of time.
Sure.
And I've been focusing on finishing the games I needed to review first.
Yeah.
And I don't want to play this one for 10 minutes here and then half an hour there. I want to invest some time in it.
Yeah, just dive in.
I haven't gotten around to that. Yeah, absolutely. And the final game that I didn't play and should have played is Split Fiction. It's one of the best games of the year, according to many, many people. I played It Takes Two this year instead, which was fantastic. Yeah. And Split Fiction has a lot to live up to, and I'm hoping it does. But I want to play it together with friend of the show Daphne. But she's played it already with her fiance.
Yeah.
But yeah, when she feels like playing it, I'm definitely game.
Bet. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, of the 3 you mentioned, we've talked about Locomoto a lot. It looks great. And then Split Fiction is one of my favorite games from this year. I got to play out with Kanai earlier this year. Him and I played through all the Hazelight games together, from A Way Out, It Takes Two, and now Split Fiction. And then Brothers we didn't play yet, but at the time, weird co-op case with that. Different time for Hazelight. And hopefully continue to do so. I love Split Fiction. I'll sing the praise. I sung the praise of it back when we played it. I'll sing the praises again. It's such a great game. I think there's weaker points than It Takes Two, but I think there's a lot of things that are way stronger, and I'm very excited for you to get to that one. But yes, on to
the games you haven't played.
Why, thank you for asking, because I played everything this year, so I had nothing to talk about, which is not true at all, because there's so much I didn't play. I could have gone down my entire library of games I own and didn't even get to touch for this. But I definitely thought about games that I think were big and loud for the Indie Game Awards. Then I'm like, God, I wish I got a chance to play that one. And the biggest one was Megabank. We all know that Vampire Survivors is one of the biggest roguelikes ever that people love, and it's great. Yeah. And Megabank basically being 3D Vampire Survivors. I think this one's right up my alley. I own it. It's in my library. I believe I received a key for the Indie Game Awards to try it out and just haven't got a chance to yet. So I'm hoping I get a chance this holiday break to just, I say give it a shot, and I'm afraid I'll just dive in and not be able to put it down. Matt will come to visit for New Year's. I'm like, sorry, babe, you're going to have to go find something else to do in the house. I got Megabank to play. I would never do that to her. I can't wait to see her again. But yeah, Megabank is just, it's so popular and so beloved already that I want to see all the hype that it has. It took me years to play Vampire Survivors, and it finally came to PlayStation, so I don't want to wait that long for Megabank to get that same itch. Another one I got a key for that I was very excited to check out, and just I played the demo and didn't get a chance to dive into the full game because they also gave me Possessors around the same time, was 4 Strike. Yeah, which I talked about during our Steam Next Fest episode. It is a turn-based not even turn-based. How do you describe this gameplay? Because it's real-time, but it is kind of turn-based, but not really. You're going to have to see it to believe it. But you get different cards that give you different abilities and different skills, and then you can practice over and over and over again to find out the timing of like, this guy's gonna rush you from this side, so I'm gonna choke him out, then I'm gonna beat the guy up behind me, and I'm gonna throw this item to break that guy's stance that I can kill him, and I know he's gonna reflect. So you find out each and every step that's gonna happen, and then play it back. You're like, got it, I figured it out. Now let me hit that final button of I'm gonna try this. And then if you win, awesome, move to the next room. If you fail, you lose. You know, so it is that kind of process, and I very much enjoy that puzzle solving mechanic of how do I do this form of combat, and Force Strike is like really cool for that. So I want to dive in and play more of that. Very cool game. And the last one on my list was one that you loved so much. And I think between the games in this type of roguelike, this one seems to scream to me the most. I just have to put my time into it, and that's Monster Train 2. I like the style. I like the visuals. Again, another one I got a key for from Devolver proper, but whatever branch under that is the thing that it came from. You know how it be. But yeah, just the style of Monster Train looks great. I was the thing that I think sold it on me the most is that you had mentioned like you liked Wild Frost, and it's not quite the same, but I think you'll like this because of those reasons. I'm like, cool. Then now I'm more interested in checking out Monster Train 2 because of the like, you know, Wild Frost, best game ever. I think it's amazing. No, I love Wild Frost so much, and I know this won't be that. I'll be like, sorry, Tofr, you fibbed to me, because where's my beautiful snow music? Where's my little gnome that does nothing but is still there on the screen to be cute? But yeah, Monster Train's a must play at some point. We'll just see if that's 2026 or 2027 or 2029 or add years to see.
Someday.
But yeah, and then of course we could probably sit here and make this whole episode about games we didn't get to play this year. Which technically we did that a couple weeks ago. Games we still have to play for Game of the Year, and I don't know how many of those I actually got to. Probably not many. But happens. But we're on to the next category, which means Tofr, it's time for you to improv.
Oh no.
You got this. I believe in you.
The thing is, with Playlog, we aim to give a spotlight to games that might not always get the press that they deserve. And while we do try to do that, it still happens that games that we cover don't get the recognition that the quality of the game deserves. So for that, we have the award for Most Underrated Game. The nominees for Most Underrated Game are Quantum Witch, Sips and Sonnets, Skogdal, and the winner for Most Underrated Game is Quantum Witch.
Woo! Quantum Witch! This was a year we always when we talk about Steam reviews and everything, you are always so much more on top of like how many reviews something has than I am. So this category was like built from the ground up by you. So why don't you give the people yet again another reason why Quantum Witch won this category and why we adore it, and more people need to hear about it.
The thing is, this is a game made by someone who escaped life in a cult. And it is about being in a cult, but also about much more than that. It talks about a feud between old gods, a missing flock of fair, and it's just... There's so much story going on, even though the game is only a couple of hours long. It really begs to be replayed as you make different choices, different decisions. But it's so funny. There's so much heart and so much humor to this. And the thing is, the game is sitting at 30 reviews on Steam.
Damn.
30 is absolutely insane for a game of this quality. I get that, like, graphically, the pixel art in this game isn't going to be for everyone, but try to look beyond that, because there's just... I mean, it looks like a side-scroller, but it isn't really. You walk around side-scrollingly, but it's not like your platformer or anything. It's more like... It reminds me kind of Magical Delicacy, if you remember that game. Yeah, where you're actually running around in a Metroidvania style, but it's not. You're not there to discover rooms and stuff, and you're just there to find the people that you need to talk to and do the things that you need to do to progress the story. And it's the writing is some of the most fun writing I've experienced all year. So I really believe that this game needs more eyes on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you've talked about it a couple of times. There was the Next Fest demo, the actual game. I think it was an indie spotlight at one point. Like each time you talk about it, I remember we talked about the Lara Croft reference and the Pac-Man reference, and I think it was Princess Peach, or like different characters like referred to in this game, and story bits that they have. And then talking about the developer and the backstory behind them, and I'm like, it's always so interesting. I think you're right. Like it is that the particular type of pixel art, it's usually not one that I gravitate towards, but I do everything else you say about it is like, okay, that's not so much of a problem. I think it does sound like a really cool game. So it
really is
someday, baby.
Yeah, Nicky J is a developer that I'll be keeping an eye on, because I'm really curious to see what else they make.
Hell yeah, that's so dope. We love it. Your shout out to Quantum Witch. I almost blurred every studio or game that has quantum in it. I was a Quantic Dream Witch Break. Whoa, that's not it. My mind broke. I've not seen the show yet. I was pulling our stuff for the next stuff, but hey, hold on, let's not jump the gun. But it means we're on to our next category, and out here on Playlog, we love to play all sorts of genres, from the cozy games to the roguelikes to anything you can pick your mind at. But if there's one thing that two of us don't particularly dive into too often, it's the genre of horror. A lot of scary games, jump scares, make your heart race, and you know what? Sometimes it's better not to feel that way. However, ignoring the horror genre would just be insanely ignorant. So, here, we are about to talk about the best horror games chosen by non-horror fans. The nominees for the best horror game chosen by non-horror fans are Repo, Whisper Mountain Outbreak, Without a Dawn, and the winner for best horror game chosen by non-horror fans is Repo. This was such an interesting category as we looked at what was available this year for horror games that we enjoyed. And Repo being kind of the biggest one of them. Whisper Mountain Outbreak, another great one that I loved. And then Without a Dawn was one you talked about. So I would have been happy any way this went. But it made the most sense that it was Repo. Like, this is like the phenomenon from this year that everyone, at least in our circles, I know every time I get on Steam, if you're playing something, I see you're on playing Repo. Discord's like, yeah, Tofr's playing Metal. I'm like, oh, so they're capturing footage in Repo. Got it. I see it. Understood. But yeah, like you're a huge fan of Repo, so I want to let you ramble for a second.
It's just like we've seen the rise of the Friendslob game this year, and I feel like none of them do it like Repo does.
Yeah.
Whether it's the cute little semi-bots that you play as, or the variety of enemies that you face, there's just so much to love about Repo. And the reason why I rate it so highly isn't just because the game is so good, but because I've had so much fun playing it with my friends. For me, it was the first time that I got to experience like really getting into a game with friends together.
Yeah.
And I think I'm at over 160 hours in or something. And yeah, we're keeping an eye on what the next update is bringing as well. The new monsters have been cool in the latest update.
Yep.
I love how much effort they're putting into it. Like the base game, when it released in early access at first, could have been a full game. But instead, they choose to add new things, and they listen to the community, and they like, for example, some of the stuff that's really beloved from mods for Repo is now coming to the actual game.
Lovely.
Like cosmetics, like vehicles. they're really like trying to make this a cooperative thing, and I love that.
Yeah, I've enjoyed Repo a lot we dive in every now and again. Usually the case is for like a Hack Recklessly stream. LB and Ren will play something on a Friday night, and when they wrap that up early, like, hey, we're gonna hop on Repo for a couple hours. Most of the time I'm on my home game for D&D, and a night where I'm not, I'm like, bet, I'm in. And it's always a blast. It's like the comparison is weird for me because I will talk nonstop about how much I've fallen out of Call of Duty Zombies. I found it to be just it feels so pointless at that point. Where like, oh, I do a run, we get to round 20, we lose. I'm like, I feel like I just wasted my night. I feel like I didn't really get anything. Like I didn't earn anything. And I need to fine tune what that meaning is for me and why something like Repo or these friend slap games don't give me that same energy. Where like I could lose 10 times around. I'm like, let's just start a new run. I'm ready. Let's run another one. Repo is definitely, of the friend slap games, the one that I've put the most time into. Go that from Lethal Company, be that from pick your poison, right? But like I enjoy Repo so much stylistically. The memes around it, getting to play with friends and seeing everyone have a good time of like I picked the strength upgrade, so like, oh, LB's muscle mommy's here, or roaming around of like, oh, I found the diamond ring, and walking up to the closest hot person near me and proposing to them, right? And me being the one to die right away because I'm like, hey, I'll distract the person. Don't let them eat my beautiful girlfriend. And then the thing fucking murders me. It's like, it's all right, babe. From the grave now, because you can talk as the head. I'm like, hey, don't forget to pick me up. Or like where's Danny's head? I'm like, I'm in the shower. And like, they just hear that robot voice screaming to it. It's fun. And as we continue, I think it'd be a great episode to talk about the evolution of Friend Slap and early access for next year, of like what this looks like, because we still don't have Peak, which didn't do early access, but is out in full release. Most of these Friend Slap games are still in early access and don't have like what does a finished product look like, and try to see what that vision is. That being said, if we have a developer of a Friend Slap game who would like to come out, Repo, let's talk. Let's see what we can do. If we can get a developer right here to talk about this, I think it'd be very cool.
That would be cool.
But I'm future planning instead of talking about the things we're doing here. That being said, yeah, Repo is so much fun. I'm super happy to have this win our horror game of the year, as chosen by non-horror fans. Such a great game. I continue to be excited about what's going to come next for this one.
Yeah, right. Exactly the same here. I'm constantly in awe of like the things they come up with, because there have been updates where I was like not anticipating them as much.
Yeah.
And then the update comes out. I'm like, yeah, this works. This is fun.
Yeah. Great game. Go Repo. Yeah. Hopefully we talk to you soon. Developers or playing in the game Repo. You know how it be. You know how it is. All right, last year did the bit. Congratulations. Your trophy is this battery pack. But I'm going to need it back because I need to charge my phone when I go to cons. So, congrats to the team of Repo. Because I didn't give one. No, it's an underrated game award you get. Okay, this is a rock. I got it from LB when they went to Gen Con, and it was a gift. So you can hold it, but you need to give it back. Okay? I need to keep this. It's very important. But
you're just handing out your gifts?
It's just for the show. When the episode ends, this is back to me. It's more like they get to marvel at it and remember that they won the award, but they don't get to keep this, okay?
Okay.
Very sorry, Quantum Witch. Just for the show. Okay? All right, on to that. I'm going to keep doing timestamps. They're going to be meaningless. They're going to mean nothing to me because I have to edit this differently. But that's okay. Tofr! Yep. Next category.
Yeah. Our next category is the best cozy game. Now, we love cozy games of all types. The genre has like this kind of reputation that it's mostly farming sims.
Right.
And I think this year our nominees prove that that doesn't have to be the case. Because none of them are farming sims. Instead, we've got 3 epic cozy games to choose from. The nominees for best cozy game are Kabuto Park, Spirit Swap Lo-Fi Beats to match 3-2, Tiny Bookshop, And the winner is Spirit Swap Lo-Fi Beats to match 3-2.
Woo! Spirit Swap! Yeah! Look at those beautiful hot black characters. Let's go!
Absolutely.
Yeah, this was tough because I think this year probably I've played the least cozy games, and I say that like, as if I've not played cozy games. But like this was, I think, if I recall, our first like breakout episode where I'm like, oh, we did our episode podcast. And we talked about everything we played, and then I made this a separate, like, let's break that out and put it its own video. I could totally be wrong about that. But, yeah, Spirit Swap was great because I love a good match 3 game. I have, at any given time, one installed on my phone because I think they're just mindless and easy to play. And this changes the formula just enough where it's not quite like, oh, it's the game I would play on my phone. And for better or worse, whether you like the only able to do horizontal and vertical, but, like, the character narratives of who you're meeting and who you're flirting with, and getting to do these like challenging combats of like, it's a 1st to 3. If I win this match, I gain a point because I filled your board with junk and blah, blah, blah. Like, I think the gameplay loop is very fun for Spirit Swap. And though it is challenging, which I think could be like how does that feel in a cozy game? I think it all feels super enjoyable and super fun. And then, yeah, getting to meet these characters, see what they're about, pick up their perks and everything. Yeah, Spirit Swap is such a banger from earlier this year. I'm happy to see this one take it.
Yeah, it's one of the only games I've actually gone back to later in the year.
Okay.
In recent weeks, I've picked it up again because there was also an update with more voiced events in the game. So I wanted to experience those. But yeah, and the challenge, I get it, but I put it on easy mode.
Totally,
just to make this the relaxing experience I wanted it to be. And it is. It's so inclusive. It's so warm. It's so wholesome. I love what Soft Not Week has done here.
Yeah.
And I hope they do more updates to the game, even to like if we get more story events.
Yeah.
But if they decide to move on to something else, I'll be there for it as well.
Yeah. I'm jazzed to see what they're looking like. Was this their debut game? For
I think so. Yeah.
Noted. Yeah, good way to start. Banger. Look at these characters.
Yep.
Hold on. Remind me, because I was trying to find this group with what was this character's name with the horns? I don't remember this.
I forgot their name.
She was so fine.
Sorry.
They're so fine.
I'm sorry.
I love them. But also Mo right there. Oh my God. So many beautiful black femme presenting characters. Oh my God. Look. Great. Good stuff. Oh my God. We love it. Spirit Swap.
Yep.
Hell yeah. So on to our next category. In a year where games are releasing in 1.0, but sometimes not in such great fashion, you AAA monstrosities, the release, love it or hate it, of early access titles has changed the way the game industry works. Be that a game coming out a little bit too early and the fans needing to support it to keep it running, or a game just being like, hey, we're pretty much done, but we need a little extra cash now, so buy it and we'll put the final art in later. You know how it be. This next category, we want to highlight the games that released a little bit before they're ready, but just a little bit more time in the oven while you get to play it at home. This is the best early access game. And the nominees for best early access game are Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, My Card is Better Than Your Card, Repo, and the winner for Best Early Access Game is, would you take a look at that? Repo taking another trophy. I have a bone to pick.
Oh no.
Because the one place Moonlighter gets nominated, listen, it's rigged. They got shafted. How you do this to Digital Sun, Tofr? Why would you do this to me?
I listen, we gave each other our top threes. I gave each game a score of 1 to 3, depending on its place in that top 3, and then combined those scores. And Repo ended up being higher than Moonlighter. That's just...
Can't stand it.
I'm sorry.
Next year we need a council. We need a Google form. We're gonna send it to our friends. We're gonna have them actually vote. We're going to get real people to vote on this, not some shenanigans who sit at a computer for 2 hours to record a podcast each week. Bullshit. Moonlighter, I love you. You should have won. No, again, it's Repo, such a phenomenal game. And again, we talk about early access, and we had a whole episode earlier this year about like what 2024 looked like for early access and being these games that came out that weren't done but felt complete. They weren't buggy. They weren't if they were buggy, they weren't like, oh, this is game ending. It's like, oh, this is weird. My character's hair stands up on him when I jump in the water. That's goofy. Like, early access is such a fickle thing where games come out, they aren't finished, but they're really fun, or they come out and they're not very good, as we saw earlier this year in that episode. The reason we kind of had that conversation, and seeing like why the stigma that you get from early access of being like a game comes out and it's not good, therefore I can't buy it till it's good, and then a studio kind of falling through and not be able to complete a project because they don't have the support from the game they put out, and you can't really blame the fans for not wanting to spend money on an incomplete product. So I think these are games that showcase early access titles and what they were this year, and how great they can be as they continue to get updates and get support from the team and the fan base. So yeah, again, echo everything we just said about Repo for best horror. It stands here. It's a great example of an early access game that is keeping its pacing, is continue to update, and is going to continue to grow more and more until we get that 1.0 glorious update on Steam.
And then when it gets its 1.0 release, and Moonlighter does as well, Moonlighter will probably end up higher on our end of year lists anyway.
You're absolutely right, it will. Because when it comes out next year, it's GG's. It's game of the year. I'll tell you that right the fuck now. Yeah, because real quick, Repo, congratulations, you did it. For winning best early access game, you get the Zenny optical case. The glasses are not in it. I need to keep the microfiber cloth, but you can keep the case because I just keep my glasses on my desk anyway. Here you go. Congrats, Repo.
And what does Spirit Swap win?
So yeah, with Spirit Swap, you get not one, but two of these green sticky notes.
Damn.
Yeah, there you go, Spirit Swap.
Damn.
Congratulations. You did it. Put that aside. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Nice. I almost got rid of the trophies. Yeah, early access is great, and I'm looking forward to, it's the thing like we're planning for next year, what's gonna look like, and maybe doing like 5 nominees and getting a chance to like highlight some more of these early access games throughout the year, or seeing like if one hits that 1.0 throughout the year, what that even looks like. But still, yeah, Repo was great. Moonlighter is great. I'm excited for them both to continue up to, and also my card is better than your card. That's the one I put the least time into, but I still loved everything I got to do. So another, after what was Hyperlight Breaker earlier this year, I think we got more early access games that showcase like, hey, early access does not have to equal a bad game. So,
yeah, exactly.
Please keep trying it. Keep supporting early access games. I know it's not complete, but hey, if you buy it now and then when it goes up in price later, you're like, oh, cool, I got it at the discounted price. All right? Big thinking.
Exactly.
But we're on to our next category. So Tofr, if you would, please.
Yes. Now, I'm mostly known for loving games with good stories, but sometimes games can just put their hooks in you through nothing more than an excellent gameplay loop, where you just, when you've got a game where you're just going, oh man, just one more round. Oh, if I can do this, then I can do this, then I can do this. Yeah, these are the nominees for the best gameplay loop. The nominees for best gameplay loop are Ball Pit, Hades 2, Slots and Daggers, and the winner is Ball Pit.
Woo! Let's go Ball Pit! Yeah! This one was tough. This is really tough because it's like Hades obviously is a masterpiece on of itself. It's all three of these nominees were games that when I would finish a run or lose a run or whatever, like I didn't want to put it down. I was ready to go for another one. Especially like Slots and Daggers is one that I was so high on just 2 months ago, and still am. Like I love that game. But yeah, I think Ball Pit was one that it is the case of what can we do with the Vampire Survivor genre to change it, and putting that with Brick Break. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty great. Ball Pit definitely deserving of an award here.
Yeah, especially with like, there's already the difference between when you're going down the pit and then when you're building your village.
Right.
But then there's all the different heroes that you can play as.
Yeah.
Which just like there's so much replayability here. If you just want to sit down and break some bricks, you've got options galore.
Yeah.
And it's so well done. It really gives you that dopamine hit whenever you play it. And yeah, it was hard to ignore this one as the winner.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it to death. Any 3 games or any of the games in this category that were nominated, I would have been happy with them winning. Hades, Slots and Daggers, and Ball Pit, all deservedly should be checked out. I'm sure you all have heard about Hades already, but in case you haven't, play it. But yeah, Slots and Daggers, Ball Pit. We can go down the list of Balatro likes this year of Clover Pit. You can throw Mega Bonk in this conversation. Like there's so many games this year that have that fix that style that I'm like, yeah, this was great, and we could have sat here for Gameplay Loop and talked about a million different titles this year. Yeah, Ball Pit, absolute banger, good pick.
It really is.
Yeah. Congratulations, Ball Pit, and for your award, you get. I want to keep that. You get this tape measure that I got when I bought my new car. I would show you the other side, but it shows the dealership in which I bought it at, and I don't want to get doxxed myself. So you can have this tape measure. But again, don't show anyone on camera where it's from, because then they're going to go find where I bought my car. It's okay. Tape measure. Congratulations, Ball Pit.
Nice.
That'll be a bit next year. We can do real trophies. It'd be great.
What about our next category, Danny?
Oh, the next category, Tofr, let me tell you. Games are built on so many different things, be that the visual style, the music, the gameplay, but something that seems so relevant in games that we played in 2025 are the stories that are told alongside that gameplay. So today we want to talk about some games that had amazing story behind them. So these are the best narrative games. The nominees for best narrative game are Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector, Dispatch, Many Nights a Whisper, and the winner for best narrative is Dispatch. Let's go, baby. Yeah. We love it. This was tough. Especially as we sat here and like we could have put Claire Obscura in this conversation, it would have swept right. And, you know, we don't have the ethics of Playlog Awards yet, so stick with us here. But no, we both played Dispatch of these 3 games. It's the one that we both played. Both fell in love with it, and I think not necessarily that everything about it is the most well-told story that's ever existed or anything, but I think everything it does tell is done with such. There's passion, there is charisma, there like any positive trait you can think of under the sun, and not even the positive ones. There's frustration and anger, and I think all the things that you get to do between the actual Dispatch segment, which is so great, the characters you're meeting, the events that are taking place, the mysteries that you're solving, and everything along the way all feel so relevant and important as you're going through that I very much enjoyed getting to play through the story of Dispatch, especially because it came out in this episodic fashion of not every couple months we get a new episode. Every week we're getting 2 new episodes to play. And yeah, it did a great job of staying present and being those water cooler moments of what did you pick? What did you do? Us going to sit here on the podcast and talk about what games, like who did you fire? What did you do with this? What did you do with that? Dispatch just told a great story, and I'm really happy with it.
Absolutely. I was mostly happy that it didn't go the same route as something like The Boys or Invincible, where it's still a superhero story for grown-ups, but it doesn't get too cynical about it.
Yeah.
And I really love that, because some of the humor might be more how should I say this?
A little bit raunchy.
A bit raunchy, yeah. But it's still a story like for grown-ups. There are emotions involved that you will probably only really get once you've reached a certain age. We really cared for these characters, and that's because of the great storytelling. Dispatch just did an amazing job. It was really tough because for clarity, this is we had a 3-way tie for this category. If we just looked at the points, but then we had to decide a winner, and we decided on the game that we both played and loved the most, which is Dispatch. It also had one of the most heartbreaking moments of the entire year in gaming, so that might have just nudged it into the winner position.
When we had to fire Sonar, that was sad. Crazy. No, obviously, there's amazing moments. I streamed that chapter on TikTok, and it was the most popular TikTok stream I've ever had because it was filled with people trying to spam the spoiler for me. And I was like, sorry, TikTok, I can't look at you anymore. I have no idea what's happening, so I'm going to ignore it. And also the most support, like one of those games that came out had such a supportive community where this game hit its 3-year like sales goal in like 3 months. Like,
oh wow,
fucking crushed it. But seeing all the people in TikTok, and this is more on the personal side of it with the spoiler thing, where anytime someone would try and spoil the game, it was like everyone post a period, so it would push it up in chat so it would like disappear faster. So nice. I wouldn't see the spoiler, but I would see in my peripheral, I would just see like the wall of dots taking up the screen to push it up. I'm like, you guys are great, thank you very much. That way,
that's really cool.
No, yeah, it was very cool, very fun. We also had a fake like ad hoc like account join the stream. Like, oh, I was all like, dude, wow, you guys made a great game, and they had Ad Hoc Studios. It was their logo. I'm like, wow, nice. And then Meta goes, they're fake. I'm like, what? Oh, you know life? What are you doing? Stop that. But yeah, Dispatch is great. I'm still on my second playthrough. I've gotten through chapter 3. I need to go back and play more. Just got to find the time to do it. But yeah, it's so much fucking fun. Whatever happens with season 2, I'll be there on day 1. I'll be there on day -16, whenever they'll let me have it. Like, I want to play Dispatch. It's whatever content comes out of this, be that in the game. I'm looking at the merch. I kind of want the SDN collared shirt just to wear around. Be like, it's me. I'm looking at just doing a Royd cosplay where I was like, yeah, brother. I think it'd be very fun. A Sonar cosplay. Mount, I would like to do Sonar Malevola. I think would be very fun. But I've looked at tutorials on how to make a furry mask. It is complicated, but I think it'd be very fun to make the Sonar mask as a thing with like a moving mouth. We'll see. I'm not a cosplayer, but I could be. But yeah, Dispatch just left an impression, and it's so much fucking fun. If you haven't played it yet, if you haven't watched it yet, I'd recommend playing it. But yeah, there's plenty of Let's Plays. You can find one on CGDannyB VODs on YouTube. Watch my Let's Play.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if you just want the whole thing spoiled, you can listen to the episodes of the podcast we did during the release window.
It's true. I still like to, hopefully sometime this winter break, there's a bunch of hopefullys, it'll never happen. I planned to take all of those parts and sip them together for like a spoiler cast of like all the choices we made and everything. So it's possible. It would just be like an hour-long video I have to edit down. But you get the point, guys. But congratulations, Dispatch. You guys won Best Narrative, which means you won Connor's Christmas present. It's wrapped in my desk and has a sticky note that says Connor on it. So you get to keep this
until Christmas.
Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think when I see Connor. I don't know if I see Connor before Christmas. I'll see him after Christmas for sure. We'll see. Merry Christmas, Dispatch. Sorry, Connor, I didn't get you a gift. The guys at Ad Hoc took it. Bet. On to our next category. I lost track of how many round it is. I bet. Tofr, on to you, please.
Yes. Music has come a long way in video games. What started out as like the chiptune sounds of the 8-bit era has now gone to... It's morphed into this amalgamation of orchestral sounds and still chiptunes whenever the game asks for it. There's just so much diversity when it comes to the music in games, and picking the right music can really elevate a game's story, a game's gameplay to become something else entirely. So yeah, best music is right here. The nominees for best music are Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector, Keep Driving, Skate Story, and the winner is Keep Driving.
Woo! We gotta keep driving, baby.
Yeah, I think that this category is gonna be the most discussed one because we didn't include Hades, because we didn't include Clair Obscur.
Yeah. Oops.
But these three games have such excellent soundtracks, and Keep Driving is just the one that I keep coming back to because if you want to create a game about a road trip, there's just like they just picked the absolute perfect music to do so.
Yeah,
there's like these rocking vibes, just you and your car and the open road ahead of you. And I still can't believe that this game wasn't made by Americans, because when I think of like road trips and like the whole car culture thing, I think about the United States, because you guys really have that culture of going on these hour-long drives with the right music, with the right people, just driving around doing nothing in particular. And this game feels like it really gets that vibe completely.
Yeah.
It runs through the gameplay, but it runs through the soundtrack as well. And Keep Driving.
Just keep driving. Yeah, it's one that I wanted to put more time into, but the time I did was like, it's super innovative with, again, the way it does roguelikes, because it does here's the perks you get that hang from your rearview mirror, but stopping at venues, like someone's like, oh hey, we have a concert but we need beer, or we need to pick up a band member, so you pick people up, you pick up hitchhikers who add or like take away from the morale or the perks of your car, like who's in your trip there, and what they they make this better but they make this worse, this guy will help us do this but this guy's always going to make it hard to do this. And I think those things are very fun because it makes that story of a road trip, which, like, as someone who hates road tripping, like, I'll be the passenger princess all day. Let me play the music. The person who has to drive, not a big fan. But even in those moments of like what adventure we get on during the trip, I think it's so fun to tell that in this type of gameplay, in this medium. Keep driving. Now we're talking about the game itself, but the music, the music is a vibe. It's a bop. I think it really sets the tone as you're playing through all these different events that are taking place, and what it looks like and how it feels to be there. So yeah, keep driving, everybody.
Keep driving.
Yeah. Congratulations, team over at Keep Driving. You guys did amazing for the best music. I was hoping I had headphones. I don't. So instead, you get this soccer ball rubber duck that I got from PAX East from Delphi. Sorry, Delphi. I'm going to give this to the developers. It doesn't squeak. Well,
just a little bit.
Just a little bit? All right, cool. Yeah, it's not squeezed. I'm squeezing for all the air I can get. It's just a couple. But, Delphi, you can hit me next year at PAX Unplugged with another one. But for now, keep driving. Congratulations. You did it. Hell yeah. Which means we're on to the next category. When it comes to games, there's a lot of things that can drag us in, be that recommendations from friends, hearing the music from the trailer, but most of the time, it is that visual style that grabs us and pulls us in, at least for me anyway. So this next category is going to take the time to highlight some games that have a beautiful visual style, be that from a stylistic standpoint, from a hyper-realistic standpoint, or just a really weird what the fuck is going on style that you can't look away from. These are the games for best graphics. And the nominees for best graphics are Dispatch, Skate Story, Without a Dawn, And the winner for best graphics is... I didn't do an envelope the whole episode. Oh my God! Without a Dawn! Woo! I think this is a category that's always interesting to me, not just for us, but across the industry at different award shows. Because I think best visual style, best graphics, however you want to describe it, best art style. I think it's so interesting when we get those nominees because a lot of them are the AAA big pretty game, right? Your Death Strandings, your Ghost of Tsushimas, whatever Assassin's Creed came out that year. Like, I get it. I can respect it. But I think when it comes to something that's like, I would love moving forward to be like best visual style. I think that seems to sit in a different seat for what we're aiming for anyway. And when we talk about Without a Dawn, which is done in this like crunchy, numbery visual style, right? That stands out. And we know of the games on this list is probably the least acknowledged one. But seeing those numerical, I forget what the art style is where you're taking like the squares and making it into an image, but you're doing that with these numbers and it looks so great. It looks so cool. I think this stands out this year. I love the visual style of Dispatch, of course. But even then, I'm like, it's the cel-shaded comic book Telltale thing we all know and love, and nothing wrong with that. But I think when we get to this category, it's picking something that stands out and feels so unique from everything else that came out this year. And Without a Dawn, again, having not even played it, I was like, yeah, I know. I remember Tofr showing me this one. Totally. I think this deserves it.
Yeah, it's interesting because like visual novels will not usually get nominated for visual style awards. And for this game, I feel like working with static images or almost static images, this visual style really brings everything to life. There's you feel like there are things happening. The game is waiting for you to make your choices, to continue the dialogue, to like it's like a living, breathing thing, which really suits the themes of this game as well. I adore this art style. The first time I laid eyes upon it, I was like, I have to play this game. And it's still one of my highlights of 2025.
Yeah. Great visual style. Listen, y'all better duck, because next year I got a feeling it's Cuphead 2, so y'all got to run, you know? But no, yeah, I think, if moving forward with like best visual style, I think being able to call something out for how it looks, and things like And Roger are another style that I think is underappreciated and one that I think would stand out for this year. There's so many conversations to be had about what games are, and like, obviously, excuse me, what can I say? Award shows just bore the fuck out of me. No, but games like Clair Obscur, Blueprints, like I think those are ones we could talk about. Be that the hyperrealism, the stylized tone of everything, the weird creature designs that we look at, like all those things fall into visual style and graphics. But even like Skate Story as our other option, I think was like, yeah, I'd be okay with this winning too. I think when we did our like voting system, I think I did Without a Dawn, Skate Story, Dispatch. And I'm like, yeah, no, this makes sense. I like the way these games look. And Without a Dawn is just, again, the most unique of them. So I think it deserved its recognition. It's flowers. And speaking of flowers, I don't have any. But you get to take this one D4 from my collection because I never use my D4 for my Bard. My Bardic Inspiration's a D10. What do I need this little shit for? So you can keep this D4. You won't be able to do anything with it, but these dice that I got at PAX Unplugged last year are jingly. So if you take them together...
Ooh.
Yeah, but you get the exclusive right of making them sound like this. You hear that metal on flesh? I barely do. So... This is the best part of the show, is making up fucking trophies. This is great.
Only two more to go. You're doing great.
I'm out of trophies. Hell yeah. Which means we're on to our next category. So Tofr, please go right ahead.
Yeah. Nowadays, games are made by huge teams of people, especially AAAs, but even indies. Looking at games like Clair Obscur, there's like big teams working on those. But at the same time, some of the best indies that have been made in recent times have been made by solo developers. So we want to celebrate the solo developers that did the best jobs this year. The nominees for One Man Studio Game of the Year are Kabuto Park by Doot, Skate Story by Sam Eng, Spilled by Lante, and the winner is Spilled by Lante.
Woo! Let's go!
Yeah. I ever since I played the demo for this, I've been addicted to this game.
Yeah.
It's only an hour long, and the only thing you do is cleaning up the oceans. But good God, I even wanted to nominate this for best gameplay loop because I just I am so into this game. It helps that like the game, the earnings from the game are all going to like what's the English word?
Wildlife preservation
charities that charities that keep the oceans clean. So that's a cool gesture by the developer.
What's the not English word?
I was gonna say. Now I can't think of the non-English word.
There is none. America's the only country that does charity.
Sure, Danny. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the whole vibe of this game, the combination of the soothing music and like the gameplay loop, the visuals, they upgraded the visuals from the early demo quite a bit to make it look the way it does now. It's just one hell of an effort by one developer.
Yeah. So good. I enjoyed Spilled as well for the demo. I got to play most of the full game when it released. It's just very fun. It's very relaxing. It's very cozy. Where you just kind of you roam around these individual like bodies of water to clean up oil. You pick up recycled materials. You drop them off, which gives you money, so you can either increase like the span of your cleaning tool. I think it's the suction power. Different perks you can upgrade. It's really just you taking the time to clean up this section. You'll find animals that got lost in the grunge and you know take them back and save them to unlock the next area, then do it again. Very like in a different format, that power wash sim, like just clean the area, move to the next, clean the area, move to the next. In a small bite-sized package. It's very fun. I really enjoyed my time with this one and getting to know that it was just like this passion project to then go for charity or whatever the non-English word is for it. I think
it's goede doel.
Oh yeah, the poodle ghoul. Yeah, the poodle ghoul. Yeah. The poodle dude.
The poodle dude.
Huge shout out to Spilled. What a cool game. Definitely deserving of the one man. What do we fucking title this shit? The one man studio game of the year. There we go. I was gonna be like the one person game maker. What? Guys, there's no professionalism here. Next year, maybe, but we'll see. Right now, we're here for fun. And speaking of fun, you know what's fun? Trophies. That's a cable. I can't have that. I got something. I know I do. Congratulations, Spilled. You get to keep this box that has a sync wire extendable series phone mount for your tripod. The phone mount is no longer in here. I'm using it, but you get the box for it. So if you would like to buy this said one, you could just scan the barcode or whatever and go get your own. But you get the box. So if you need some storage, there you go.
Damn. Big prizes.
It is. Big prizes. Listen, I got the whole stack right here. Especially Connor's Christmas present. We'll mail those out. We just need addresses on Instagram. So let us know. Let me see. Perfect. All right. Which means we are on to our final award of the evening. Every single year, new games are coming out nonstop. Be that from studios who have made millions of games in the past, have the manpower of different studios and histories and everything behind them, or just a team getting together for the first time to build something that they're very passionate about. So this time, we want to take the time to highlight the games that came out as a studio's first release. The nominees for debut game of the year are Blueprints, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Dispatch, and the winner of Best Debut Game of the Year is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. We had to give it something, team. We had to give it something.
I mean, would have been funny if you'd like spliced in just all of the times that their name was rung out at the Game Awards.
Every single one. We should have. What would have been great? We needed way more foresight for this. If we would have been like, and here are the nominees, and then we came back, and the winner is, and we were just in the red beret and black and white striped shirts, we're just like, oh my god, damn. I wonder, man. If only the power of editing was that easy. Just throw that in there. That would have been dope. But yes, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I've screamed the praises of this song since I played it earlier this year. I said song, this game since the beginning of this year. It's great. It's a masterpiece. It's one that I don't think any game is perfect, but when you think of ones that are damn near it, like Clair Obscur's there. The music, the quality, I remember just performance-wise, it ran great. Minimal, if any, bugs at all as I played through it, which is a weird thing to put as an expectation of like, oh yeah, my game barely broke. But this game just had so much love behind it. So much support from the team making it, from the fans who, first of all, hadn't heard of it, and then hearing people talk about it, be like, hey, this new game came out, it's on Game Pass, you check it out, and seeing more people fall in love with it, and as I was playing through it, seeing people pick it up after me and be like, oh, I got to this narrative beat, I'm like, oh, you're right here? Cool, enjoy. Knowing that neither of my partners were playing it, but I'd be like, oh, I got to this thing tonight, and it was really cool, like, this character did a thing, and this happened, and we got this cool narrative beat. I'm sure we'll talk about it more as we get to some other conversations about Game of the Year in the beginnings of 2026. But yeah, Clair Obscur just has so many great things about its narrative that I think are so strong and so powerful, and it deserves every award that it's gotten. I know the burnout gets real when you just hear it. The winner is Clair Obscur over and over again. But I think if we take the time to realize the effort that the team put into, first of all, making something that they wanted to make, something they were passionate about, and us rewarding that, something that isn't an annual release of, our favorite multiplayer shooter, sports game, whatever, and making sure that it got the recognition in one game of the year from a small independent studio. I think we need to continue to highlight those games and show them that, yes, this deserves to be recognized. And if we bring it down to only being able to win so many awards for all their hard work and the love that this game has gotten, I think it's reductive. It takes away from the respect that we need to put on games and in this industry that we need to repair after what has been these last few years of layoffs and disrespecting developers. So yes, please continue to sing the praises of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Can't wait to see what's next from Sandfall.
Oh, absolutely. The fact that there's this whole discussion whether it's fair that Clair Obscur wins indie game prizes, just shows you how much quality is on offer here. Yeah, people don't consider this an indie game; they consider this a AAA game, and I get why. Having not played it entirely, but having played some of it so far, I get it. This is a game that's like, this is a game that AAA gamers will enjoy. Yeah. It's so quality, and I'll always hype it up. I'll say this, I'll work on my top 10 video for sure. I already have my notes. But I've always been one to highlight, like, turn-based is not my style. If it's not Pokemon, it's not Persona, it's not for me. And in the last few years, that's changed so much, right? With things like Sea of Stars, there's a number of turn-based games that like I'd fallen in love with. And it's not that they are like, oh, they're taking the formula that I don't like and just putting it in a style that I do, which it definitely is the case in some degree. But adding something that makes them feel more unique and makes them feel more approachable instead of just, oh, I hit a button, the attack goes, I take an attack, I move to the next one. Clair Obscur adding that real-time combat mechanic to it, right? Of the parries and the blocks and dodges and like, what can I do
while reading these enemies. It's not like, oh, they're incoming, like, boom. It's the big animations, over the top visual style, watching these cutscenes take place, getting new characters that have new abilities. And what does that mean for me? Getting to build them of like, every time you die, this happens, but I'm going to get that auto revive and I get the boost on damage for these characters. However you build your characters to do some really cool shit in this game. Like, there's so much thought put behind it in making a genre that I normally would never be into. I would be in the group with people that's like, yeah, it looks cool and all, but not my gameplay style. But it does everything right. And no, that's not going to ring true for everyone who doesn't like turn-based. That's just not the case. But for me who didn't and fell in love with this game, yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah. Especially now that the thank you update has been released as well.
Yeah.
Because that looks gorgeous.
Oh my God, it does. I looked at the trailer. I was like, I'm going to not show this just in case spoilers. But also, yeah. But yeah, it's so magnificent. We did, I'll highlight this again when I do my other video, and I'll bring it up now. Over on Boss Rush, we got to do a spoiler cast earlier this year. We talked about some of the highlight moments and choices that we made while playing through. And I think this does a great job of, again, telling the story, which could have been nominated for Best Narrative, but yeah, give some other games a chance here. The best visual style, any category we gave today, best cozy game, best horror game, best, well, I guess not, I can't do the one-man studio one, huh? But anything that was about the game design, everything, I would in no point argue putting Glare Obscure in them. I love everything this game does. Music, visuals, gameplay, characters, voice acting, it's all magnificent, amazing. Which makes me think we need a best character category for next year. That seems like a fun, goofy one to do.
Yeah.
Yes, anybody, that'll be a fun one. But yeah, Claire Obscure. Play it. Sing and love it. Lune, baddie. Queen. Monaco, my bro. But I think that's a great place to point out that we have completed the Playlog Awards for 2025. Thank you guys so much for being here for these. Let us know what your favorite games were for each of these categories this year. Which ones did we not include? Which games did we shaft? Which games are like, yeah, that was the right pick. Good job. There you go. What do you agree with? What do you not agree with? That's how we ramble through that transition. It's a great time. Don't ever put me in charge of a big show. Actually, I probably could do a big show. I would just need more pressure on my shoulders to make it fucking fantastic, and that's gonna be next year. I swear. I'll put a reminder. Okay, Google. Remind me June 2026 to prepare the Playlog Awards.
All right, prepare the Playlog Awards. This will be for June 20th, 2026. At what time?
Noon?
Okay, I'll remind you on June 20th, 2026 at noon.
Thanks, Queen. See, easy peasy. Now we'll remember halfway through the year. We'll start working on it.
Excellent.
But yes, those have been the Playlog Awards. Thank you guys again. Which means we're back to our regular scheduled program. We talk about what we've been playing. I guess I'll go first, right?
Yeah, because you have 2 games.
I do have 2 games. One of the games that I think, had I played a little bit earlier in the year, I would have argued to have in Best Gameplay Loop is Absolum. Absolum. I don't know how you say this fucking game.
I don't know either.
I'm going to go with Absolum because it sounds cool. So Absolum is a side-scrolling beat-em-up, and I was not aware is that it's a roguelike. Yeah. You are playing as this cast of fantasy creatures, characters, whatever you want to call them. The one is a dwarf. The one is the ice people from Game of Thrones. I don't really know what they are. But those 2 characters you start with. And it is the if you played Ninja Turtles, you played the old X-Men games, or any of the beat-em-ups, it's got that style, the kind of lane combat, different combos. There's a very in-depth parry system that I think is very cool. And when I say in-depth, it's not super complicated, and it's kind of challenging, though. I was going to say, it's not super complicated, but it's challenging. Where a lot of it is timing your attack to impact as they're going to land theirs. So very much a parry. But there's the dodge, which is a simple one. And if you want to compare this to Claire Obscure, where you're doing a dodge versus a parry, it's exactly like that. And then there's like your super like attack, your heavy attack, which if you hit that at the right moment, you do a lot more damage back at them. I've put, I think, a little over 10 hours into this game already. Fuck, it's so good.
Damn.
It's really good. It's really fun. I think it's easy to get sucked into because the gameplay loop is so simple. The runs feel short. I think my longest run is like 18 minutes. So far, that's not me winning. I've beaten the first boss. I've gotten to the second boss, with like no health, no revives. I got my ass kicked. I'm like, fuck, I'm so close. I've put a lot of effort into Carl, who is the dwarf. He's a bunch of punching and fists and throwing people, and then his supers are all like weapons, so you can throw grenades. There's a rapid fire like turret kind of like minigun you pull out, like there's a bunch of cool stuff in this game. As you get to certain bases, you can hire companions to come with you. They'll fight alongside you. There's a shop, so as you do more at the shop, you get like a stamp, and I don't know what I get when I fill out the stamp card, but I'm at like 4 out of 6 or 7 things filled out. The character designs are fun. The encounters can be really easy when you know what you're doing, but then also like you just, not that you're bad, but you're like, shoot, that one really got like the upper hand on me. I wasn't prepared for that. And now he's beating my ass. Please stop. Please. No, I'm dying. I'm taking so much damage. I lose that respawn. It's like, it's in Hades when you lose a death defy way too early and you're like, fuck, what a scuffed run. I should throw. There's no reason I should have lost that already. Like, I've had matches where I make it to that second boss with all my death defies, my revives. I have ones where I lose the revive on the second room because a goblin jumped me in a weird way and I got stuck in a dumb cycle and everything. It's really cool. I know there's this frog character. I've not unlocked them yet. I have unlocked Cypher, who is the mask character with the red hair. They're very cool. They changed the gameplay a bit where they are a lot more ranged, whereas they go in, they dash and they kick and everything, but then their heavy attack is like a grapple. They shoot like a mechanical arm that grabs and either pulls them to you or pulls you to them. And that can turn into different grabs and combos. I like them a lot so far. Yeah, this frog dude for video watchers they just showed, I want to get him. I think once I beat the second boss, I'll uncover them and they'll go back to my base. There's also co-op. You can play with friends. And it's online co-op as well. I've not queued up with anybody for randos yet. I might want to give it a try just to see if I can get through as like a squad. But yeah, I'm fucking with Absolum heavy. I'm excited to keep playing. It's become my kind of like before bed. We got this bad habit where I'm like, I'm going to go to bed at midnight. And I go to bed. I do like 10 runs of Absolum, which takes me to like 1 a.m. Then I do, I'm up already. I might as well do a run of Moonlighter, which I do a long run of Moonlighter. Then I'm like, I'm up. I got to sell the items I just got. Then I do that. I'm like, should I do? No, I got to go to bed. So my midnight bedtime turns into 2 a.m. because I play so many fucking roguelikes. But yeah, this is awesome. This is really cool. I'm excited to explore more, to see the rest of the game through the end. I wish I played it earlier so I could have talked about it then. I think we're at that game of the year time where it's like, if you didn't play it, it's hard to like include it now. It's indeed an honorable mention for me when it comes to game of the year conversations. I'm hoping as I get to play more, I can see it bump into that top 10, but I'm pretty secure with where we're at now. I'll just haunt myself for the rest of my life if I can't believe I didn't play this when I should have. But it's great. Super fun.
There's been so many games, Danny.
There's been so many games.
We can't play all of them. We can't play all of them.
I think this could have been a different case. I think I could have talked about it sooner and been more gas for it if I got my chance to play it at Summer Game Fest. Because I got the invite so late, and I'm hoping for 2026 the invite comes in where I have enough time to get appointments. But I got invited to Summer Game Fest so late where other people already had been invited. They booked all these appointments. So I was very much like running around the place trying to get, hey, can I play this game? Hey, can I play this game? Absolum was one that I did not get to play. I got to walk by. I'm like, that does look really cool. I like the art style. But like, again, I'm like, it's a beat 'em up, which is not really my thing, but we'll try it. But seeing the roguelike part of it, I'm like, this is dope. This is lit. And I think if I knew that and got to play and got my hands on it and see how smooth it felt and how great the combos would feel and the parries and the blocks and the dodges all felt while playing through it and getting that like real satisfaction of like completing a combat area, be that like the mini bosses, a full boss, picking up the upgrades, because you'll have there's Gust, which I think is kind of my favorite, or Gale is my favorite, where depending which attack it's equipped to, like, your basic attack increases Gale, which puts like a little tornado on enemies, and the more you're like, I hit you, the little tornadoes blast off everywhere, and like you'll spawn one. If I can get a Gale build that's on my heavy, as I do more heavy attacks, it spawns a Gale that attacks an enemy behind me or do whatever it is. Like, it is very cool to build those up. But also Burn is just great, because if I just put it on my regular attacks, I'm like, you're cute, and I just set something on fire. I'm like, you stay here and die. I'm gonna kill the guy on the other side of the screen. Like, it's great. I just got Spark as a new ability when I got to this new area. I'm thinking what I need to do is, before I continue to go the route that I am, explore another path. And see if I can get another perk, and if I can get to the boss with something that's even stronger, it might be cooler. But Spark, like, there's different, as I hit people, they get electrocuted, or if I dodge at the right time, I make a little like energy mote that floats in the air, and if an enemy walks into that, it just detonates and shocks them and does a shit ton of damage. Like, it's very cool. I like the upgrades. They're nothing that are particularly unique in terms of like elements, like like you see on the screen there, that little thing that spawned. If he walks in, that he's gonna blow up. But yeah, I think the elements and the things they choose to use are very like, oh, I know this. It's a roguelike. We're gonna have burn and freeze. I assume freeze is gonna show up at some point. But yeah, I think this does a really cool thing of including a comfortable and satisfying combat system to the roguelike things that we know and love, these perks that we add and equip and make me stronger and death defies. And yeah, if you played Hades and you like the things that includes and you like to play it as a beat 'em up, I think this does that very well.
That's pretty high praise.
Pretty high praise. Would play Absolum, however the fuck you say it. Yeah. But yeah, cool. Ab game. Very cool.
Ab game.
Man, Tofr, what you been playing?
I was going to ask if you wanted to do your next one first because I need a quick break.
Oh, absolutely. Break. Sure, go for it. I guess I'll just go another one right quick. Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
I'm going to change my whole setup. I pulled up your thing.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. You just ruined the Playlog Awards. Go. Leave. It's fine. Go to your thing. I was being a bitch. But yeah, something that is occurring this year right now is I'm getting in like new sets of groups of friends to do stream stuff, which is great. LB and I started the Slop Squad, which is, hey, we're playing the multiplayer games, but most of the time they'll probably end up being friend slop games. We had just did Robbing Time. This week we're doing Blue Ridge Mountain, which is not, or Blue Ridge Hunting, which is not a friend slop game, but it's multiplayer games you can play with friends. And then I have our double date night, which is Mal, myself, and then our buddies Ian and Kayla, who will get together and we're going to play games probably once a month to get together to do something. And the first game we did was called Darkwater, which I actually got keys for earlier this year. And I total backstory, I gave the keys to the boys, Connor, Chris, and Kai. I'm like, hey, let's play this game. I think it'll be fun. And then got no response from them. Literally, I said I gave them all the keys. I was like, hey guys, let's get together to play this. And when I send them the game and I get no like, oh cool, sounds good, like when can we do it? It immediately tells me, oh, nobody's interested, so we won't do it. So I had to find another group and just got away from me. So as we got together and talked about what games could we play, I'm like, I'll be real guys, I think I have keys for this game called Darkwater. So I took all the keys I gave out, I gave them to my girlfriend Mallory and then Ian and Kayla, and they're like, yeah, this works. I'm like, cool, we're gonna play it. So that's the backstory anyway. But Darkwater is basically Lethal Company if you were on a submarine, but it's even got more to it than that. So you are playing as a bunch of scuba divers, submariners, or whatever you want to call it, and you are maneuvering your submarine to locations where you will drop off, go inside, and collect materials. I think maybe the one weakness I'd find in this is that things you can pick up aren't quite as obvious as they would be in like a Lethal Company or a repo. It is you're roaming around this room and there's a table that's got a teacup and all these different things on it. Like you can see that it is something, but not everything is pick up and sell ability wise. So it's like, okay, there's a little bit what feels like clutter, which I think maybe is what makes it unique, where it's like, oh, not everything is to be picked up. What can I find that I can? I just wish there was something I could kind of clarify that a little bit better. But that aside, yeah, you go into a base, you find the stuff, you bring it back to your ship. You take the submarine to a store where you can buy new stuff. You can also sell things. I'm like, cool, I got a shit ton of scrap. I'm going to sell that to you. I'm going to go in the machine. Oh, we can buy a med kit. We can buy this. We can buy that. And then once you get moving and play more, you unlock new locations, new destinations, and you as a team will go in, find the stuff, try not to die, and then go and progress further. There's also exploration with the submarine where, like, as you're going like through the water, I'm on my way to this destination, a fellow submarine passes by. They ping on the radar. They don't say anything, but could they be hostile? What do you want to do? Do you want to pass them by? Do you want to engage in combat? Yeah, you could try whatever. And it is that kind of choose your own adventure path of, I do this thing, this is what happens next. So far, anytime we've passed by, nobody's attacked us. So we've been safe. It might just be a freeway, or one day they're like, fuck these guys, we're going to get them. But other people pass by like, hey, we're out of fuel. What can we do? You could ignore them or give them fuel. We were out of fuel. We're like, I don't think we can do this, but let's be bad guys and just sail past. Then later we ran out of fuel and it was like a submarine passes by. Been there, done that, buddy. Here's 2 fuel. We're like, oh my God, they were so nice. We should be nice next time. But if you do end up engaging in combat, this is where it gets that chaotic, you got to fix the ship mode. You start combat. Someone's at the screen and they can see what their submarine has, what stations they have, and then your current inventory of missiles. So you will go in like, I'm going to send a missile here, attack their mine base, right? And it's going to swing around and hit that. All the while, all their projectiles are hitting you or doing damage to your vessel. So you need to switch that, or you need to fix that. You'll run over here. There's a leak. Take the wrench. Fix it. I don't know how you're fixing a leak with a wrench because it's a big ass hole in the hub, but you get it. When the leak comes in, water starts to fill up in the submarine. So someone has to go over to the pump and like pump it to drain the water out. As the missiles are being shot, you got to refill the terminal. So someone's got to open the thing, pick up a missile, put it in, close it. I used up my missiles. Next time I get to a store, we have to buy more, and we have to buy more fuel because each destination you go takes up a fuel. So if you run out, you have to do that SOS. So it is a lot of maintenance to it, but it is that friend slot, proximity chat. I've played Lethal Company. I've played Repo. I know how this works, adding new mechanics to it. I think that's very cool. It's very fun. This game came out earlier this year, and I think it was just very quiet. It has, I think, very positive reviews on Steam, and people really do like it. I just saw nobody talk about it.
I hadn't heard of this one.
Yeah, and I only heard about it because I got the press email from Woot, which I have to trust Woot. Woot is the one that gave me Balatro. So if Woot sends me an email, I'm like, well, let me peep this one. What's it about? It just worked out that when I got it the first time, I had no friends who were like willing to play it. So we kind of just passed it by. So I'm glad Ian, Kayla, Mal, and I got a chance to circle back and try it again. We had a great time. There's a TikTok that went out that the algorithm is very much throttling. The YouTube one has 2 views. Like, it's not even like, oh, it's doing bad. It's like, it's not being shown. So that's unfortunate. So I'm going to delete it and repost it later. But, none of these games really do. This moment here, I'll highlight because it's in the TikTok, and I think context is important. We were in a submarine or in a base trying to find some items, and we hear this ticking. So Kayla, like, do you hear that? Let's go check it out. We roam over, and there's just a screen that's a countdown from 5, which means this thing has been ticking down and we haven't found it yet. We finally find it. It's like, put in the password. I'm like, what password? Kayla, what's the password? We're dead. And it just blows up, and Kayla and I die. I think what's a unique mechanic with this game, with the reviving your friends system, is when you die, your body's left there, all the items you had drop on the floor, but you turn into a rat. So you roam around the submarine or the storage unit that you're in as a rat. You can't, it's the same thing of like Repo, right? You can't talk to people who are still alive, but you can talk to the other dead people. But we did a fun thing where like, if when I died, this here I think is where it happens. It's me and Ian who died. Kayla also died, but for some reason stayed like down in the base. I'm not sure what happened. But Mal's the only one alive, and they're like, all right, if you're my boyfriend, go stand by the locker. And I'm like, yes, here it is. And I'm like, yes, this is me. Mal's like, all right, if you're Danny, go by the locker. And I go over. She's like, okay, not that locker, the one that's literally right behind. Okay, so you're Danny, then you're Ian. All right, Ian, where's Kayla? I'm like, I guess she's alive. She's down there. But it is like, you don't jump between cameras. You roam around as the mouse. It doesn't do anything for you. Like, you can't really benefit the team other than see what's happening. But also you can't climb up the ladder. So I climb down here. I'm like, oh, I'm dead. I can't go back up. But
oh no!
When they depart from the place that you're at and you go to a store, there will be a room in the store that allows you to buy your friends back. They get locked into like jail. And once you spend the $20, you revive them and they can come back in. But it's very funny because it's not like Repo of like, oh, the head's here. They can only talk if they hit the button. Let's put them in the cart and hopefully bring them back. It is, all right, they're revived. We're in this room, like alive again. But until Mal comes and spends that $20, we can't get out. The first time we really couldn't figure out how that worked. So I remember, I think it was me and Kayla respawned in a room. We're like, where are we? What is happening? No, I lied. I was a rat. Kayla or Mal and Ian respawned in a room. Kayla was the only one alive and could not figure out what to do because no one could talk to her. And I'm running to this room. I'm like, guys, it's Danny. Can you hear me? No. And they're like talking like, oh, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. I'm like, got it. Okay. So they're alive. They have to be bought. Kayla? And then it's like, Kayla, this game. I'm like, Kayla's gone. We cannot finish the game. Let's back out and start a new lobby. I think I figured out how this game works. So it was it's unique and it's fun. I enjoy that a lot. I think this is one we were all very excited to dive back into and see what else is available and what else we can find. It does have monsters and stuff that can kill you. They were far less prominent. I think if anything, we died to drowning in this game. Where like, if you go in, the place is filled with water, you get oxygen, but as soon as it runs out, you start to take damage. So you have to climb back up, get oxygen, go back down, which made exploring very difficult because, I don't have enough to go this way or that way and everything. So it was a bit of a challenge to do that. I'm assuming there'll be equipment later we can get that's like increase our oxygen capacity. But there's also challenges of like, oh, we raised this much money, now we can complete this task, or we unlock this story path or this mission. We haven't completed the first mission, so we haven't tried anything new. But it is very cool. I do dig this one a lot. I think it's a fun friend slap game that I want more people to know about. I'm excited to go back and do our double date sessions with Mal, Ian, and Kayla and play more of this one. Very, very fun.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And is this another one in early access?
I do not remember. Let me see. Is this one early access? Let's find out. Darkwater on Steam. Yeah, is it early access? This one is early access. Yep. $10 on Steam. Fire and Brimstone update's available now. That came out on Wednesday.
Ooh, that sounds like a reason to go back to it.
Yes, last Wednesday. Okay, so we played with the update. So what did we miss? Endless mode implemented. New split stack functionality. You can now hold Alt and number to swap items in inventory slots. Oh, that's good. 2 new achievements. Spraying players with fire extinguisher causes them to temporarily not be able to see. Oh. New enemies. Oh, there was a bunch of new shit. I think it was all stuff that we had. We just didn't. We did see the volcanic district. We just didn't go there because a bunch of cowards. I'm like, guys, if we go to the volcano like that, we're going to die. I'm like, don't be cowards. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
But I got voted, so we didn't go to the volcano. But yeah, this is lit. Let me see. 627 reviews on Steam. Very positive. Shout out to PlayStack for setting me up with keys for this one. Very happy that we got a chance to play this one. There's going to be so many Friend Slap games. There continue to be some. I was telling Kayla today I was planning out a upcoming Friend Slap games of 2026 like TikTok to do by the end of this year, beginning of next. And I got to go through that list. I have a list of like 3 or 4 at the moment, but I got to kind of pick and choose which ones I want. But yeah, I think Friend Slap's a genre that is going to be fun to stick around. I'm sure it'll outstay its welcome eventually. Be like, it's the same thing. Everyone is buying and shopping and doing this. But I think as we can see more people play with it and find what can we do to change the genre and make it more unique is going to be very fun. So, and Darkwater's the cool one. It's a little more on the visually realistic one that feels scary, especially the big ass worm bitch that ate me out the floor. Little shitter, but yeah, super dope. Would recommend Darkwater with you and your friends if you like your friend slaps.
Cool.
Yeah. Now, Tofr, that you're back. Would you like to tell us about your game?
Sure.
Cool.
During the Wholesome Snack, one of the games that was announced was ReStory Chill Electronics Repairs. And the game had a playtest available right then and there. So I decided to join the playtest, and I've played it for about 45 minutes now. Because it looked interesting to me because I enjoyed Trash Goblin a lot this year. And this has similar vibes, but instead of finding loot and cleaning it up and upcycling it to sell it to people, you repair and clean stuff, like electronic devices for people. In the playtest, there's only a couple of devices that I've handled so far, which was a old Nokia phone, although I think it's called Popia or something. Like they're fake names.
Yeah.
Then there was another type of phone, and then there was a flashlight. But it's this game is gonna eat up my time. Yeah. I already know. Yeah. It's so much fun, like opening up these devices, looking at what needs cleaning, what needs fixing. Fixing usually comes down to finding other parts and replacing the broken parts with the new parts.
Yeah.
But it really works. Like the whole vibe of the game. It's set in early 2000s Japan. And I feel like there's more to the story to come still. Because from what I've learned in the playtest, the previous owner of the shop disappeared.
Okay.
And people are like surprised that there's someone new already. So there's gonna be some kind of mystery going on there that you'll have to solve by fixing people's machines, I guess. But yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. It kind of made me want to do this in real life, like fixing up old gaming consoles, fixing up phones, fixing up. Yeah, it handles really well. I did play it on PC. I haven't tried it on Steam Deck yet.
Okay.
Because I wanted to use my mouse and keyboard for this.
Totally.
But it's a vibe. You get people coming to your window to order things. You can do orders online. You order parts online to fix your appliances. There's a lot going on, and even in those 45 minutes, I kind of struggled with almost getting overwhelmed because there's so much to do.
Yeah.
If you would accept everything that's thrown at you, you'd have way too much to do. Especially because, like in Trash Goblin, you have time slots. And like fixing one, like cleaning one item in Trash Goblin takes up one time slot. But in this game, you actually have time running in the background.
Oh, so, okay. I just see the clock. I didn't know what that. Okay.
Yeah. So it depends on how fast you can work.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it's really cool. I like the character designs. I like the appliances that I've handled so far. Like an old Atari was there as well. It's cool. And I like it. This is dope. And I want to play more of it. And I might play some more after we finish.
There you go. I see it. I got no playtest. I haven't played it yet. But it's Trash Goblins meets Retro Gadgets. Both games I played the demo for, but not the full release. And I'm sold. Like the moment I saw this one in the showcase, I knew I wanted to play it. I love the visual style. I wasn't big on taking things apart as a kid. I did some art projects where I took things apart and never put them back together. Like I took apart an old VCR and made like a little figurine out of like the motherboard and everything, and took the pieces and cut them up and made like a dude. I was very inspired by Spencer from iCarly to make shit out of what I could find. The only thing I really ever took apart and put back together were controllers. Like Timothy Chalamet, same arc, you know. I would take controllers apart, clean them up, spray paint the shell, reattach everything. So I had like custom Xbox controllers and stuff. I tried to do a business as a kid, and someone's like, "Can you do PlayStation?" I'm like, "Let me try." PlayStation 3 controllers were way more intricate. I'm like, "Oh no, I can't do this. I can't put it back together." But yeah, like seeing that of like I take out the screws, I grab this piece comes here, whatever, was very, very cool to do tactilely as a kid. And seeing this as a video game looks very fun. Yeah, well, I don't know if tonight will be the night, but I do want to dump into ReStory. I think it's gonna be a fun one. Especially seeing like the Atari and being able to take that apart and what that's gonna look like. Yeah, I was gassed for Trash Goblin. Again, I didn't get to dive in, but this seems like one like day one I'd want to be there. This is very cool.
Yep, it really is.
Go ReStory. Little PSP. The thumb art, the key art is the DS, which I would like that's the one I want to fuck with. I would like to see a Game Boy Advance SP. I want to see what like retro gaming consoles pop up, right, where I'm like, oh, I can take apart a GameCube and fix that, or like, oh, like the fucking Playdate shows up, but I get to take one of those apart and do shit like that. I think it would be really fun. Like, I don't know what else in there, and then I think it'd just be a cool take tech apart and fix it thing. It'd be very fun.
Yep. I also wonder if it's gonna be set just in the early 2000s, because at the start of each day it says like day number this many, early 2000s. I'm like, why would you mention that every time unless you were planning a time skip or something?
Ooh, that'd be lit. Imagine if we do like the 2020s and we have like some modern tech and everything, like things like, oh, it's this goofy little thing, and like we fix somebody's phone and it opens up TikTok or some shit, and then we get like 2090 and we get some like made up tech that like, oh, this isn't something I have real world reference for. It's like, that'd be very cool. That'd be awesome.
That would be cool.
I would love that.
Yep.
Cool. And then shout out to the I Am Future Tamagotchi. I've not played that game, but I recognize it. I got plenty of emails about it.
It's by the same devs, I think.
Yeah, I'd assume. I don't know exactly who worked on. I have the YouTube one. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Tofr, this is crazy. I gotta do the fucking old-fashioned way. ReStory, show electronic repairs. Tiny Build, Mandragora. Yeah, so I Am Future, Black Mist, Freaky Awesome. Yeah, I Am Future was the most recent one. Cool. Sweet. Yep. There you have it, team. Cool. That's so exciting. I'm very gassed for that one.
Absolutely. And the playtest is still live, so.
Dope. Team.
Go for it out.
Alrighty. Timestamp, that means nothing, but it's fine. Which means Tofr, we're on to our indie releases this week, and we know as we get to December and Christmas around the corner, there's so many fucking games coming out that we need to be careful about what we spend our money on. Would you like to tell us about all the games you can play this holiday season?
Absolutely. These are all of the games releasing between December 18th and 24th. On December 18th, Dadish 4 releases for Switch and PC, and Mind Lure releases on PC. That's it.
That's it. That's you got. I hope you guys get your Steam gift cards. Let's go. I'm interested. I know Dadish is like a beloved series. People really like it. Have you looked at Mind Lore?
Yeah, it's on my wish list.
Okay.
It's a deck builder. I mean,
yeah, I had not seen this before today when I looked at the game. Like, oh, this is cool. Because the visual style reminds me a lot of, what I was gonna say Doomsday Paradise, which is like a Monster Prom kind of game.
Okay.
But yeah, this is jarring. That part of the show is jarring. But there's this minigame part which reminds me of Dredge, and I'm like, wait a minute, wait a sec. Like, look at this thing. This is cool. I would like to play this one. And then Hot Mermaid, Tofr. She got shells on her boobies. This is everything.
Yeah.
This is going to be game of the year.
It might be.
Yeah,
never know.
But I do think it looks really cool. Because it's got like that, not quite, but stick with me. The Disco Elysium narrative, pick my options on the right kind of screen. Like, oh, what's happening? We're going to do this and do that. The deck building roguelike of this cool whatever whale ass bitch on the screen is like, this is something. I don't know what this is, but yeah, I'm interested in this one. This one looks really fucking cool.
It does.
That's on the 7th. Well, this is the 17th over. Usually the 18th. You fib it to me. So we get it wrong.
Steam says December 18th.
Mine's to the 17th. Oh, that might be a time zone thing though.
Oh, that could be it.
Yeah, mine's to the 17th, but
okay.
Either way, wish list. Sweet. That looks cool. I'm Little Tiger Games. Let me see. I'm just gonna see if I can find them on social media real quick. You guys on Blue Sky? Do I have to find you on on Twitter? Please don't. I'll make that a future problem. We'll be good. But yeah, any love for Dadish? You played the Dadish games before?
I have never played any of these games, but they do look fun.
Yeah, I think they're cute. I think one was probably on Apple Arcade or something, or maybe they're just free on mobile. I forget, but they're charming. They're adorable. I think you can just play them online for free too, like at least the first one. And I was shocked that there were 4. I thought there were only 2. So that this would be the 4th one is really cool.
Yeah. It is the year of the indie sequel, so.
It's true. So many. Shovel Knight 2, Cuphead 2.
That's next year.
Katana Zero 2. It is next year. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. We're praying. I doubt it. It gets announced next year. We see it in 2095.
2095.
We gotta guess, because that would be earlier than that. When I'm like, it's not for another 20, 70 years. It'll be fine. And then when it's in like 50 years, I'm like, cool. I got to live for this lifetime to see it. Hopefully it turns around much faster for this one. But yeah, those are the games we got. Yeah, I guess Indies really Indie Informer. Just double check that hasn't updated at all. If there's anything else that comes out the coming weeks, because we won't have episodes the next 2 weeks.
I don't think so.
Nothing. Jill. Let me down, Jill. I thought we were homies.
There's just no games.
There's no games.
Games are over. They all released in 2025 and now we're done.
It's fine. It's fine.
Unless
sure.
Wait. Does usual June still say 2025?
It might does. Be. Guys, stand tight. Christmas Day, you're going to be up. You're going to email us as usual June is out now. You probably won't.
What if it gets announced at the Indie Game Awards? Shadow dropping.
Listen, that'd be cool. I know Mike and Kyle are about the awards and not doing announcements. That's their big thing with the Indie Game Awards, so there won't be an announcement. But if they go, psych bitches, and then do that, I'm checking. They have the dev diary. Do anything about the date? Because they posted it on December 3rd, so it's not. That's just coming over for thank you for support every single day. Yeah, nothing about date or anything. So, we'll see. Usual June will be next year, guys. It's not going to be this year.
I think so.
It's fine. It's okay. But, yeah, those are the games releasing this week, and I guess for the rest of the year. Check out Mind Lore. It looks really cool. Timestamp, which means Tofr, we're on to our indie spotlight, where we take a moment to spotlight an underrated indie game, whether it's people haven't heard about it yet or it's an upcoming one I'm going to talk about. And this is actually one I heard about this afternoon. Kayla from our Darkwater stream sent it to me on Instagram. I'm like, oh, this looks fucking rad. Stick with me for the friend slaps as we go to talk about Someone's Inside Me. The description reads, your teacher, Miss Morbid, has trapped you and your classmates on a deadly multiplayer field trip inside the human body. With proximity chat, 2 teams must scavenge, sabotage, and outwit each other to see who escapes first. So I'm assuming it's like a 4v4 friend slop game. Mm-hmm. And you are like Miss Frizzle, whatever you want to call her, Miss Morbid. You get the permission slip, you sign it, you go in, and you're like trapped inside of like a human body. Trying to find all these different things. It looks petrifying and gross, but also like really fun. I think I could see us having a blast with this one, especially if it's like a competition to see who's going to get out first. Of like, if you play with, typically our repo night, it's 6 of us. We all get in a call together. We all on Discord. Cool. Mute to do the thing. I could see us being in Discord and it's 2 separate calls. Like, what are those guys doing? Why are they in separate? Oh, they're competing, doing their thing. Okay. But also, if it's proximity chat, and we always get in the same call, mute, and then we just flip this dude's ass. It's crazy.
Yep.
Sorry, audio listeners, you just got that out of context. But yeah, I think there's something like really dope to this one. I think it looks fun. And again, as I say, like we talk about friend slaps, and like hopefully don't oversaturate. And it's like, oh, too much of the same. This looks like it's a different case of, oh, we're not doing grab the thing, sell the thing, keep going until we die. But it does seem to be more of like a we were here meets floor is lava meets I go yap for the visual style, but like I'm interested to see what does the person that we're inside of, what does that turn into for us of like, oh, we're inside and they're going to take a shit, so we get drained out, like we can't be in this section of the body, or like someone dies, and like what the reviving thing looks like, the magic school bus that takes us there. Also gives a little bit of a Deep Rock Galactic vibe with the visual. Not that a person's body should look like whatever mining caves dwarves are in, but yeah, I dig this one. This one looks very fucking cool.
This is gonna haunt me when I go to bed.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna have nightmares just from these visuals, man. Jesus.
It's the free Magic Inside van for me is kind of crazy. But yeah. No, I think this one's gonna have some cool stuff. I don't know. Did it say anything? Is it early access? Anything? It doesn't say anything about early access, but also that might change to be a closer. But yeah. Someone's Inside Me. You can wish this on Steam. It's scheduled for 2026. I'm not sure when. But yeah, I was talking earlier about what's gonna be our friend slap game of 2026. This is definitely on my list to talk about because this looks really cool. I think I'm gonna have a good time with it, and hopefully my friends do too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But with that, Tofr, that's a wrap. That's it. The 2025 season has come to an end. I'll put the TikTok audio here. Guys, thank you all so much, first off, for watching this episode, but of course for hanging out with us all this year, letting us talk indie games, news, reviews, all the fun stuff. I appreciate you all so much. Before we get into our typical rigmaroles and holiday send-offs and everything, be sure tonight, as this episode comes out on January 18th, that's our episode back, on December 18th, as the episode comes out, the Indie Game Awards are tonight. You can watch those over at 61 Indie YouTube channel. I'll be doing my Kingdom Hearts show, so I won't be live for it. But once our game is over, I'll probably go live to watch the event so I can see all the awards and who won everything. So it'll be a late night. I'll have a Monster Energy drink at the ready. I'm very excited for it. And then along with that, happy holidays, Christmas, New Year's, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating. Enjoy it with your family. Tofr, any thoughts on games, the podcast, life before we do plugs and shit?
I just want to say thank you for doing this. Like this has been our first full year of doing this podcast. Like we last year we started in March or April, I can't remember.
Something like that, yeah.
So now this is the first time we did an entire calendar year, and it's been a blast. And I'm grateful we get to keep doing this even when life gets a bit busier for the both of us. But it's always a highlight of the week, turning up to just talk the shit about all of the indies we've been playing, and I'm grateful.
Hell yeah! I'm glad. I'm great for you too. I'm glad we got to do it. Let's get sappy for Christmas. A little sappy for Christmas. Shared all sentiments. I love doing this podcast every week. I love what we've been able to do with it. I'm looking forward to what we're going to be able to do with it in the coming year. Be that developer interviews, we have a few things hopefully lined up, or things we at least talked about trying to get to do. More ideas with discussions. We'll probably do like a what do we want to change for the new year? Probably text coming. We're not gonna do a call or anything. We just figure it out. But like some things you might want to change up. At least content for me and what like we can take from the podcast that I can do on separate content and you know what we can evolve this show into and more clips and more breakouts and all the fun stuff. But that's the boring stuff people don't want to hear about here. But yeah, it was a great year. So thank you for joining me for Playlog Podcast. Whole fucking year. Crazy.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Yeah. Next year we'll find a sponsor, get some really nice dapper suits, and we'll do a whole. We'll see. Don't bang on it. It might be another sit here and make up shit for my desk. But I do like the idea of getting like fake golden 3D printed stuff that I could just like. It's a little fake statue that has this duck on top. Like congratulations to Moonlighter for your 1.0 release with this fucking duck. Yeah. That's fun. Tofr, if distinctly Winkleys for the last time this year wanted to find you on the internet, where would they go?
The easiest way to find me is through my Linktree, which is Play Nice Kids in one word. And there you can find links to my Instagram, Blue Sky. That's about it.
Perfect. Sounds good. Of course, you guys can find me at CGDannyB all over the internet. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Twitch. Yeah, all the good places. We'll definitely have some more streams throughout the year. The day this comes out, I think we're streaming the new Rivals event. Jeff Winter, whatever is happening. So I think me, Rachel Chungus, and maybe somebody else are playing. We'll see. It's holiday season, so it's Christmas parties. I don't know who can make it. It'll be lit. And then Saturday, I don't have any. No, yes, I do, because I'm thinking timelines. Yes, Blue Ridge Mountain demo. Me, LB, and RG are going to check that one out. I think we're hunting for Bigfoot, so that'll be cool. Check us out on Saturday. That'll be in the evening, though, not a typical afternoon stream, so stick with me. Other than that, hey, TTRPG stuff, catch us for Kingdom Hearts tonight and Sunday for the penultimate and finale episodes. Next Monday, the 22nd, catch us for Secrets and Suspects, a Clue game. I'm going to be playing like a Chris Evans kind of character and being like, oh, it's me. If I get a good lawyer, which I have, which I still need to watch the first Knives Out again before this thing happens so I get into character. They took it off Netflix and made my life difficult. It's fine. Yeah, TTRPG stuff to come next year. We'll play and talk about hopefully some stuff on the podcast. A little teaser. We'll see. But yeah, Tofr, thank you for a great 2025. It's been great.
Thank you. It's been a blast.
Absolutely.
And happy holidays to everyone watching, listening, and thank you to all of you for your support.
Mwah. Love you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Whole 9 yards. Happy holidays. You get the rigmarole. See you next year, January 8th. We're back with our top 10 games of 2025. Yeah, almost forgot to plug it.